Blog Talk Radio.
Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. It's summer party. Grown and sexy, join the party. Put summer party. Party crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed.
All right, welcome to another Pajama Party. We're here on a
Friday night.
Friday night. Is it Friday night? Yeah, it's Friday night. I'm one of yours, Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel.
Hello.
And Redwine.
Bonsoir. Woo!
Okay.
I had nothing to drink yet.
All right.
Acting a fool already. It's the air. That's all I need.
Okay.
Know what I mean? Okay. How you doing, Poppa DD?
I'm doing pretty good.
All right. How about yourself, Cal? I can't complain. Got a little dental issue, but, you know, I'm going to survive.
Wow.
Can't no cocktail. A cocktail going to be water. This is Deer Park. You need to be careful with your mouth, Cal. I ain't messing with you anyway. Anyhow, let's rock and
All right.
Well, let's go into the rundown. Tell the folks what we have on tap tonight. Okay. Don't keep talking about drinks and stuff, and I can't drink.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we got our hot topics tonight. Of course, the big thing is going on, the Mueller report. Also, woman sought after alleged Columbine threat found dead. Really? Also, NYC Cathedral suspect was arrested. Our hidden and quitted headlines. Wine lovers in London raise money to rebuild Notre Dame. Also, several Boston Red Sox players decline invite to Trump White House. And Sears claims former chairman stripped retail of $2 million. You sure it's not billion?
Okay. They said million.
All right, we'll get into that story.
I think that's what they said.
Also, what's popping with Poppa DD? He's going to talk about Robert Kraft. Our weird news. A Florida man buys $8 million island, then steals $300 from Kmart. Doctors discover 4 bees living in woman's left eye. And also, dentist vows to put racy Easter display back up. I'm just saying with Redwine, stop calling my phone. Living for the city with Poppa DD. You got a surprise for us. My Hollywood wrap-up. I'm going to talk about Adam Levine, Kodak Black, Beyonce, and Wendy Williams. Also, cocktail of the week is the Beggar's Baguette. Also, our Kiss the List and the last word. So sit back, relax, get your favorite cocktail, and we're going to get right into the hot topics.
All right. I'm going to go over to you, Poppa DD. You got the first hot topic tonight.
Well, the first hot topic is that crap move on the Mueller report. I tell you, I don't understand that whole scenario. I don't understand the whole situation with all this time spent with taxpayer money for this guy Mueller to try to put together an investigation, and then Trump going to just orchestrate how he's going to design with his money and power to just have everything just be taken down to a level where he can oversee the whole grandstand like he got the best seat in the house and orchestrate how everybody's supposed to do their thing. And the biggest person I feel sorry for is Barr. You know, Barr is the new, what is he, the district attorney?
Attorney General.
Attorney General. Now, Barr came on there with no flaws. He was a regular citizen, wasn't involved with anything. Trump handpicked him to be the Attorney General, and the first thing Trump did was order him to do what he wanted him to do. Now he's just as crooked with tar and feathers as Trump is. Now how you going to get a job, and while you're at the interview, the boss tells you all the crap he wants you to do, be as crooked as you can be when you came in straight. It's almost like he put a baseball bat to his back and made him crooked. And now this is how he's rolling, and now he's ducking and dodging and slipping and sliding, like Lou Rawls said in a few of his albums. You know, he's just like he's corrupted, but he came in pure. Oh, well, pure as a white man could be. I mean, he came in pure to the job, and now all of a sudden he's all backwards and upside down, and with the rest of them, with the press, the secretary, the press conference woman,
Sarah Huckabee.
Sarah Huckabee, the other chick with the blonde hair. What's her name? Kelly
Conway. Is that her name?
Conway.
Kellyanne
Conway. All the people that's walking and talking like they got a hole in their back like a damn ventriloquist, and Trump is just like hitting their loins and telling them what to do and what to say. I mean, and he's just, I put this out. Then he's gonna put out a report. I'm just doing a preamp on this. He puts out a report 48 hours after the report came out, sends out 4 pages and tell everybody this is a book report on a thing. Like in high school, when you did a book report, teachers say don't copy the damn book, and everybody copied the book. And you got a big ass E on your paper.
Right.
You copied the book. You copied the book. You know, and it's like, you know, so I mean, how? What are we? And then Trump's walking around saying no collusion. Look, like he's like, look, I hit a home run. Look, I hit a home run.
It's just sickening. Yeah.
It's like amazing. It's like I don't understand. I will not understand. But anyway, the special counsel reported on Russia's interference. The 2016 U.S. presidential election is now available and could further sharpen the partisan divide. The nearly 2-year investigation, 2 years.
Isn't that a trip?
2 years of hotels, per diem, money.
That's a long time.
I mean, can you imagine all the money that Mueller spent with him and his staff and everybody to gather information? Yeah. Taxpayer money after money, just flash a little black card and just keep it moving. Nearly 2-year investigation into Russia's interference into 2016 U.S. Presidential election included whether anyone tied to President Donald Trump's campaign cooperated with Russia to get him elected. Came to an end on March 22nd when Special Counsel Robert Mueller delivered his report to U.S. Attorney General William Barr. Okay? Now, 2 days after receiving the report in late March, which is at least the 24th of March, Barr sent out a 4-page summary. Now, he sends out a 4-page summary on a 400-page report. 4 pages.
Yeah.
Claiming that this was the whole synopsis of what he got. Now, how do you squeeze out that little bit of juice out of that big-ass grapefruit? I don't understand. You got a grapefruit the size of a basketball, and all I got was a shot glass full of fucking juice? Come on, really?
Yeah.
Really?
You can write on the back of a gum wrapper, no collusion.
No, I don't understand it, okay?
That's all he was trying
on
to
Thursday, the Justice Department live streamed a press conference before the report release in which Barr, he said there was no conspiracy was found between Russians trying to undermine our election, yada, yada, yada. Mueller's investigation thought he had led to indictment of 6 Trump advisors, among with 26 Russian nationals, including someone on charges of hacking. Indictments against 12 of the Russians were tied to malware and all kind of stuff that they found in the report, but nobody was exactly linked. So to go to show that Mueller really didn't even let his balls drag on the ground. You know what I mean? He kept his balls in a safety harness. You know, so he wouldn't be.
He wasn't trying to lose one.
Yeah, so he just kind of so the president wasted no time responding to Barr's initial summary. On March 24th, he tweeted, "No collusion, no obstruction. I'm completely innocent. I'm totally exonerated. I repeat, I am totally exonerated."
Go sit down.
Now, who the hell grown-ass man talks like that?
Nobody.
What a punk-ass, young-ass minded little juvenile. Really? Are you kidding me? I tell you, although, Mueller's investigation didn't establish conspiracy on the part of the president, it also made no defiant determination of obstruction of justice. Barr, March 24th letter quotes the Mueller's report as saying that as while this report does not conclude that the president committed a crime, it also does not exonerate him on the matter of obstruction. So what does that mean? Are we going to pursue that? No, you're not, because your tongue is halfway up his ass. Anyway, the law doesn't require the Department of Justice to release the report on a special counsel investigation, but the president's indictment, the president indicated on March 20th that he wants to report leaks and said, let people see it. Okay? Anyway, what the public won't get to see is because the report involves foreign relations and intelligence gathering, it has some confidential natures involved in it. So classified areas will not be sensitive areas that could mean national security risks will not be shown, yada, yada, yada. On Wednesday, the Washington Post reported that the Mueller report will only be lightly redacted. Okay, what we know about the redaction at his Thursday morning press conference about the release of the Mueller report, Barr said, and he didn't say much this morning, believe me, or yesterday morning. He didn't say that there was any limited redaction in the revision of the report, and that it would be released to Congress and the public, and that it will clearly be labeled. He went on to explain that there were 4 categories of redaction in the report: grand jury material, information that would disclose sensitive sources, information that would impair other cases, and information that would imply the privacy.
But who cares about all these levels of redaction? When you redact it, that means you took a black Sharpie and blacked it out. So whether you blacked it out for reason A, B, C, or D, it's still blacked out, and we can't read it. So who cares about, well, it was blacked out on this level and on that level? You can't read it.
But they're saying that they did that because of the high security and all that.
But what I'm saying is, what difference does it make?
Right.
It's still blacked out. It's redacted.
Right.
So once you redact it, you redacted it. It's blacked out. It is not legible to be read.
Why even talk about it? Yeah.
So exactly, who cares on what level it was redacted?
Right. I got you.
That's so silly.
Well, as detailed by the New York Times, 32 people have been charged with crimes by Mueller, including 26 Russian nationalists who are unlikely to stand trial.
Yeah,
they were in Russia some damn where. Those indicted include charges against 12 Russian hackers alleged to have been behind cyber attacks in 2015 against the Democrats, National Committee, and other 13 Russians who were spreading disinformation on social media using Facebook as their backdrop in order to get information on people and what have you. People like Michael Finn, Paul Manafort, people that lied during a political situation. It's just a mess. And on top of all that, the Attorney General gave them gave them maybe 9 minutes on TV Thursday morning and then walked off the press conference. Like he was upset and pissed off at everybody and just walked out. So, it's all the media that lined up for this, all the preparation of it, and then this guy, like I said, Barr, who had no bad reputation for anything, now he has nestled himself behind Donald Trump so close that if Donald Trump farts, he will blow his head off. And now you have bashed yourself into Donald Trump's lies and deceit. And just like anybody else, you're another one of his guinea pigs who's tarred and feathered, just like he is. And it's sad how a person can take their reputation, their life, their clean living family, and get behind a damn crook like that and just be so worried about Trump and his money and his so-called power that they would just relinquish everything they stand for as a man. That is a bunch of bullshit. I tell you, these people.
That just goes to show you that people have their price.
Right.
These people are being really.
It's all about the dollar.
These people, Trump is really shanghaiing a lot of people. And when this is all over in the next 4 years, we get reelected, they will see that, damn, why did I get
he does not get reelected.
Well, we'll see what happens.
No.
We'll see what happens.
But to me, this opens up a whole nother can of worms, talking about kind of his reputation and what lengths he will go to get what he wants. So why would I vote for somebody like that?
Yeah, but there's a lot of people that.
Right, you're going to gain some, you're going to lose some.
There's a lot of people that are so ignorant out there that they will go with whatever he says because they don't know no better.
Just stupid. Just like him then. Just ignorant. But a lot of that stuff, he's being protected because he is the president. If he wasn't in that president position, he would have been he was gone to jail.
Yeah, well, he's got
that report.
He's
but
got
that
about
is,
a
Yeah,
shilling.
I agree.
that presidency has protected him. So, but anyway, that's a whole other chapter.
Well, I got another one for you, another hot topic. This week is, I believe it's this week, is the 20th anniversary of the Columbine. I keep wanting to call them Columbine. Columbine mass shooting, school shooting. Well, this week there was this 18-year-old woman. Her name was Sol Pais.
I still don't believe she was 18.
I know, it's hard to believe. She looked a lot older than 18. But anyway, this woman was suspected of making threats against several Denver area schools, including Columbine. So, as it turns out, on Wednesday, she was found dead.
Oh.
Now, the FBI and everybody was out. They had launched this massive manhunt or woman hunt to track her down because of these threats getting out. And then the next report we hear is that she has been found dead of allegedly a self-inflicted gun wound.
Yeah, she was tits up like a bull.
Well, that's interesting.
I'm not going to touch that one.
Yeah. The visual is more than enough for me. So authorities had been tipped off to the campground where she had been located in the Arapahoe National Forest by a rideshare driver who dropped her off there. And federal and local enforcement teams were waiting until daylight on Wednesday to expand the search to try to find her. So as they had conducted this search for her, and she came up from Florida, they said that they had found, I think it was 2 or 3 one-way tickets. She had purchased a gun that she did buy legally there in Colorado. They tracked down her social media site where she had some morbid kind of website. So I guess it was all about death and her. They said she was obsessed with Columbine.
That's crazy.
And other, mass killings like that.
But
so
wait a minute, she wasn't even born.
No, this all happened before she was born. If she is really 18, this would have happened 2 years before she was born.
Crazy.
So she had traveled to Colorado from Miami on Monday night. She bought a pump-action shotgun and ammunition shortly after she arrived. I don't even know why they sell those kind of things, but she bought it legally.
In one day?
Yep. And then she bought 3 one-way flight tickets on consecutive days, which is what made them wonder, what is going on? How are you going to fly somewhere that's one way on 3 consecutive days? That's like a one-way ticket to New York on Monday, a one-way ticket on Tuesday, and a one-way ticket on Wednesday.
I guess, I don't know.
Yeah, unless you plan to drive back.
You mean
and then,
her ticket was one way back to where she came from?
Well, it doesn't say. That's what I was thinking, but maybe not. It says she bought 3 one-way flight tickets on consecutive days, which raised alarm bells for investigators.
Crazy.
So I'm thinking if she bought it one way going and one way coming back, that would not seem suspicious.
But all 3 of them were going the same.
My guess is when they said it raised suspicion, I'm guessing that it must have been one way going to one direction each time, 3 consecutive days. That does look suspicious.
But what form of payment did you use?
They did not say.
I mean, that's when it gets deep. It's was it Visa, American Express? What do you connect it to, and where do you get your money?
You know what? I was just going to get into that when she finished the article. But
that's all I have,
But she
know what happened. We can talk about it, but for them to say they found her dead of a self-inflicted gun wound sounds a little suspicious.
I think them cops said, no, we ain't.
But that could have been her out.
You ain't going to trial.
Like she could have, gotten to her destination, and then Monday maybe that wasn't a good time to go, and then Tuesday, so she was ready to go either of those days.
Whichever day she could get out.
Right.
She had her one-way ticket.
Right. So she was already ready.
Okay.
And then
which is probably why they said it looks suspicious.
Right, because the anniversary is not till
I think this weekend.
Friday today. Yeah.
20th.
Yeah.
Today.
Mhm.
Yeah.
But like Papa was saying, where do these people get their money from? Now she got 3 tickets.
Mhm.
And she bought a gun.
gun.
And I'm like, and then you have to have something
and
to live
from Miami.
How'd you pay for the gun?
Right. You have to have somewhere to live, somewhere to stay.
Yeah, I don't know where she was.
Yeah, where you stand, but I mean, this is.
You know?
And she was 18.
18.
Now, the authorities did
She
go
looked
to
30 by
her
the pictures,
parents' house, and her father spoke through the door. He didn't want to open the door.
What did he say?
He basically said something like, I don't really know. I don't know anything. I don't understand, what happened. So basically, Dad was acting like, I don't know nothing about
crazy
nothing.
as a bed bug.
Don't ask me nothing. I don't know
nothing.
nothing.
They're going, in the garage. They don't know anything about that. And
I don't know.
But like I said, where are these people getting this money from? Unless they are going on, because ISIS, they do provide money sometimes. If you claim that you're in with ISIS or a terrorist group, they'll start sending you money, for the cause, so to speak, So she could have gotten into
the gun shop owner said that they did a background investigation and nothing came up.
Yeah, he even put a paper out saying, see, here. Okay, so you wanted that $400 so bad.
Well, how long
for that gun
is that?
I don't know. But see, I think all they check for is stuff like, do you have any warrants, or do you have a record, or
it may take about
are you a felon, or something like that.
Yeah, but when you come in there with a Florida license, now you gotta have a driver's license or something. She came up from Florida.
She came from Miami.
And brought the gun in
Colorado.
Now, even when I go
Yeah.
to rent a U-Haul truck in another city, they ask me, do I have a local address? Okay? I don't know whether it's because of my...
But she couldn't get away with saying it was for hunting, not a pump action, whatever it is, gun.
30-30 pump
That wasn't
shotgun.
like a shotgun.
It's just that,
or
it all has to do with the conversation.
That's
has
true.
to do with the guy selling it, how flirtatious he was, what she wore that day, how vulnerable he was. Then he said, well, everything checked out. Yeah, even your Johnson, the way your shit got rock hard when she wore that little midriff outfit, and you were just...
Well,
you never know.
Please.
Yeah,
you're right. You never know. All right, we're going to keep it moving.
All right. Well, we got another crazy. Sorry to bring up more crazies. The New York City cathedral suspect.
What?
This guy, he trying to set the cathedral on fire. This was a college philosophy teacher. Was arrested after entering St. Patrick's Cathedral carrying 2 cans of gasoline, lighter fluid, and butane lighters. They had also been arrested in New Jersey Cathedral this week and had booked on Thursday flight to Rome. See, where do people get this money from? They got to be, I'm telling you, they got to be going to these organizations.
Somebody sponsoring them.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. His name is Mark Leparello.
Well, you said he was a college professor.
Yeah.
Okay.
And he taught at Lehman College. And he was 37, so he's facing charges including attempted arson and reckless endangerment. So it happened just days after the Notre Dame Cathedral in Paris was ravaged by a fire. So, I mean, these copycats.
He got excited when he saw that and decided, I'm going to go burn down a cathedral?
A lot of people just want attention. He was a part-time teacher and online instructor. And the spokesperson, Sarah Ramsey, she says, we are aware that an individual was arrested last night after an incident at the St. Patrick's Cathedral. The individual was hired Lehman College during this academic year. He was a part-time online instructor for the semester. So we are taking the appropriate steps to terminate the individual's employment with the college. So you got to go.
You're taking the appropriate step? All you got to say is you're fired.
Yeah. But check this out. So it goes on to say when he entered the church, he was confronted by a security officer who notified counter-terrorism officers standing outside. And this guy, Leparello, he told the officers his car was out of gas and headed into a direction away from where he was parked. So, he was scoping stuff out already.
So that was his explanation of why he either smelled like gas or was carrying gas?
Probably. But, my thing is you need to, call folks on the carpet. Like, what are you doing in this area? What are you doing with the gas can? So he just said he ran out of gas. So
there's too many nuts on the loose.
It is. I agree with you on that. So what we want to do about this mental illness?
I don't know. I do not know.
And it just seemed like he was just a copycat. He just wanted to be seen, I guess. I think that's the biggest thing. People with mental illness, they have never been seen before, and okay, I'm here now,
So they don't care if they end up in jail or in a mental hospital. They just want to be like in the news. They want somebody to know their name.
There you go. Yeah, that's it.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Well, that wraps up the hot topics. I'm gonna go first on the hit it and quit it headlines.
All right.
Yeah, I want to talk about my people. My wine lovers.
What are they doing?
My people. They are raising money for rebuilding Notre Dame. They have raised in London almost $1 million just in one day. And these are the deep pocket wine lovers in London. Raised almost $1 million on Wednesday to help rebuild Notre Dame's cathedral. Sotheby's auctioned off 25 5-bottle cases from one of the world's most prestigious wine producers, Chateau Monton, Rothschild. So the Wednesday event was the second of 3 charity wine auctions from the famed winemaker. Back in April, Sotheby's sold the first 25 of the cases that they call Chateau Monton Rothschild Versailles celebration cases in Hong Kong, and they made $900,000 on those. 25 cases of wine.
Easy.
They brought in $900,000 at auction.
Can't beat that.
So the last of the auctions is going to take place in New York on May 4th. So if you want to get in on that action,
I know you're going to be there, Redwine.
Be up in New York with Redwine on May 4th to be at that auction. Originally, they were trying to raise money to restore the Palace of Versailles, which is one of France's most opulent former royal residences.
Ew.
But since the situation happened at Notre Dame with the fire, they decided to change course and direct the money to help rebuild the cathedral. So shout out to the deep pocket wine lovers of London, raising $1 million just on Wednesday. Imagine if they really said, let's put our minds to it and raise some money.
I know. That's excellent.
Yeah, they're doing their thing.
What wine can do, huh? Selling wine.
Nothing wrong with a fine bottle of wine. All right. I'm going to kick it over to you, Poppa DD. What you got for us?
Well, let's see. Several Red Sox who won the World Series last year. They're declining to go visit Trump, which is, and that's so strange because the Red Sox is very, you know how Boston is, please.
Oh, that's Boston?
Yeah, it's Boston, believe it or not. But the main leader on that is David Price, who's one of their star pitchers, who's an African-American male. Red Sox pitcher David Price said Thursday that he would not be participating in the World Series winning team visiting the White House next month, joining several of his teammates who were enshrined in a tradition which has become highly politicized over President Donald Trump. According to Major League Baseball Network reporter John Heyman, Price cited a baseball season as his reason to not participate in the visit on May 9th, which had been rescheduled because of the government shutdown earlier this year, so everything got pushed back on the schedule. Several other Red Sox players announced that they will not go, including the American League MVP Mookie Betts, who's very good, and Rafael Devers and Jackie Bradley Jr. The first did not specify his reason, and the latter of the two said that they politically did not play a role in their decision. Hector Vasquez, who is from Mexico, said earlier this month that he does not plan to go because he does not want to disrespect his Mexican fans. Okay, I made the choice not to go because, as you know, the president has said a lot of stuff about Mexico. This is what Hector Vasquez said.
I don't blame him.
He told MassLive.com through a translator, he can't speak English, and I have a lot of people in Mexico. I have a lot of people in Mexico that are fans of me, that follow me.
Okay.
And I am from there, so I would rather not offer anyone over there the pity of me visiting the current president, Donald J. Trump.
Okay.
Okay, a few others, including team manager Alice Costa, who said that they are undecided.
Undecided.
Yeah, Costa. Now Costa is
you're either going or you're not.
Costa's a native of Puerto Rico.
Wow.
He condemned Trump for his business toward the earthquake, toward the tornado that destroyed hurricane that destroyed Puerto Rico.
Oh, wow.
And they asked about the team visiting in January, and Trump said we'll see what happens. He wanted to go while this stuff was going on so he could talk about that. But Trump said we'll see what happens. It never happened. He explained that he was considering what kind of platform am I going to have to go? Am I going to have to plead to the president about the Puerto Rican right of way? And if he decides to attend, so he's on the fence too.
Yeah,
so
don't go.
The whole Boston Red Sox thing is
Wow. I think when you're a team, you should go in unison. If you're gonna go or you're not.
Yeah, well, some people, they want to stay on the right side of white, so you know the deal on that.
Right.
Well, I applaud those who spoke up and said, you know what? Normally, team means everybody, like what you said. However, if something the team is doing goes against the grain of my moral fiber, I cannot get with you.
I got
Y'all will have to go without me. We can play as a team, but if we're going to do something that I think is immoral, we cannot stand as a team.
I guess it's almost like the politics and religion. So you can't mix the two.
Mhm.
So, sports and, your values and morals. Sometimes you can't mix those two. You stand for something real strong. So,
Yeah,
I can respect that.
you're right. All right.
All right, we're going to get into, there was an error. It was $2 billion.
$2 billion?
$2 billion. This guy,
$2 billion?
he's throwing some hanky-panky here. This guy, Eddie Lampert.
Oh, okay.
The chairman of Sears. Sears Holdings Corp. is suing its former chairman, Eddie Lampert, alleging the billionaire stripped the once iconic retailer more than $2 billion in assets during his reign. See, he had this Lampert's hedge fund, ESL.
Mhm.
So the lawsuit was filed in U.S. bankruptcy court of the district in New York. It also names former Sears directors, U.S. Treasury Stephen Mnuchin. He was executive at the Lampert Hedge Fund, ESL. Lampert salvaged the company by acquiring what was left of its assets in a court-approved auction through an affiliate of ESL in February. So unsecured creditors had tried to block the sale. I remember that, maintaining that Lampert was to blame for the company's downfall. 110-page lawsuit cited sales or spin-offs of key assets that were alleged used to line Lampert's own pockets and that of his hedge fund. Lampert caused more than $2 billion of assets to be transferred to himself and Sears, other shareholders, and beyond the reach of Sears creditors. So, Lampert, who merged Sears and Kmart in 2005, now see, all his doing, he steered Sears into Chapter 11 bankruptcy protection in October. The company's corporate parent had 687 stores and 68,000 employees at the time of the bankruptcy filing. Before the sale, Lampert personally owned 31% of Sears' outstanding stock, and his hedge fund has an 18.5% stake. He stepped down as CEO in October after serving the role since 2013. This mofo done got what he wanted. Out the deal. He done created this hedge fund, and he's transferring money over to that. So that's what he used to try to get the leverage on buying Sears. So I understand now why they said, no, we don't want you to have no part of it. Because you done stole the money from us, trying to buy them back. I mean, come on now. Am I right, Papa?
That's right.
That's what it sounds like to me.
Be careful who you put in charge of stuff and the
That's
power
right.
they have and the knowledge they have.
That's what it is. Yeah. And
That was just dirty.
He don't care.
But you did mention, Papa, that Kmart was going under.
Mm-hmm.
Then why would he merge the two? See,
Because he knew that they
right.
both were having problems, and he can nibble off the two of them at the same time.
Yeah.
They may have been going under, but people were still coming there and shopping.
Right.
At the end of the day, they still had till they turned in. I mean, it was just a mess.
Yeah. So why would you merge, into a company that's getting ready to go down under?
Mm-hmm. And then Walmart came in and just crapped on all of
everybody,
them.
Yeah. But I have to say, Walmart, I think Target, it's kind of similar to Walmart, but they were one of the first to come in the quote-unquote urban areas. They were smaller Targets or whatever, but they saw that it was a good bang for their money, in the urban areas in the cities. Because who would ever think that Walmart or Target would be in the city?
Yeah, that's true.
Used to seeing them out there in Maryland with a parking lot and
out in the suburbs.
Yeah.
Well, Target basically was a upgrade of the old school conglomerates. See, some of your bigger conglomerates really were in areas like Philadelphia, for example.
Mm-hmm.
Philadelphia had stores. They had department stores that were so big. You talk about 4 department stores in Philadelphia. And Sears was big too.
Mm-hmm.
Sears Roebuck is what it was called originally. Sears and Roebuck.
Mm-hmm.
And they also had something called Lit Brothers. They had Gimbels. They had John Wanamaker's.
Okay.
Which was another store.
Did they ever have Bradley's?
No, Bradley's wasn't in Philly. But Philly had another store. And Philly had another store which was called Strawbridge and Clothier.
Okay.
But then Strawbridge and Clothier broke off, and then Clover went on their own. You ever heard of a store called Clover's?
Mm-mm.
Clover went on their own by themselves. So Lit Brothers, Strawbridge and Clothier's, John Wanamaker's, and Gimbel's. Those were major stores.
But are they
major
still around?
Stores. No, they're not. They're not, but their artifacts are. If you go downtown in Philly and look up, you'll see new buildings, but Lit Brothers still have their staple of their thing. Gimbel's. John Wanamaker's is right behind. John Wanamaker's used to have a Christmas display every year. These were major department stores, almost running with Macy's. They taught Macy's the way of life.
Right.
And Macy's always had their thing, but Macy's wasn't always big. They were just popular.
Right.
It was a short name everybody knew, and they were New York market.
Plus they had the good windows.
Yeah, just like another company too is Chase Bank.
Mm-hmm.
Chase is another bank that's in New York. I always tell people that if you got real money, you'll use Chase. You'll use Chase. Chase won't even let you go in there and cash a check. If I wrote you a check on my Chase account, you couldn't cash unless you had a Chase account. That's how deep they are. You would have to deposit it. You couldn't go in there and just cash. They don't use foot traffic.
They don't want to take their money.
They don't want now other banks are following that law now, where you can't go in there and make deposits in other people's accounts and all that.
They charge you. That's what it is.
Yeah, but everything banks are doing now that they deem new. Chase been like that forever because Chase has always held. If you look up people like Oprah and all them got money in Chase.
Yeah, they old. That's
Believe
old
me,
money.
old money. Yeah, Chase is big.
Yeah, I never heard of that store, Lit Brothers.
Yeah, Lit Brothers, Gimbel's, Strawbridge and Clover.
Yeah.
Strawbridge and Clover was down on the suburbs.
I know a couple of Lit Brothers, but no,
Yeah.
I don't think they own the store.
I'm not talking about brothers. I'm not talking about brothers you've dated. I'm talking about Lit
I
Brothers.
know a couple of Lit Brothers.
I'm not talking about Lit Brothers that you hung out with.
Oh.
Ever heard of Gabriel's?
Vaguely, yeah. I've heard of another was Cress's, SS Cress's.
Yes,
yeah, I remember that.
Another store, and another store. I forget. It was big down in Virginia. It was called.
I remember Raleigh's. Remember Raleigh's Haberdashery?
Montgomery Ward.
Mm-hmm.
Montgomery Ward was
everybody remembers
Montgomery Ward was like Sears.
Yeah,
they did TVs
they used to battle with Sears.
and electronics. Yeah, they did. Yeah, TVs and electronics. And also, I worked for an electronics store called Silo. SILO. They went out of business, and let me tell you, they were the same way. When you talk about the story you did with with the way that person Sears is taking money. Silo went out of business. And I still have a few Silo TVs because when they went out of business, the liquidation was so powerful that the manager told us to just go for broke.
Take the TV.
Just go for, you paid a little bit, but you had to pay once. But imagine if we didn't have to pay, imagine what he was going through.
Right.
And they would put TVs in a dumpster. And then you go to dumpster and the day getting it from, it was just a mess. I mean, but it's not like it is today. You can't do that today.
Right.
Nobody can really go in and really get today because it's a different world. It's a different world. Nobody's giving anybody anything today. It's a whole nother thing. The charity, the guy was in Burger King, said he threw a bunch of, I asked his breakfast still going, he said, no, we just threw that away. I said, why you didn't give it to the homeless? Oh, we don't do that. We just throw it in the dumpster. I was like, wow. So
it's just too much red tape.
Yeah, it's too much red tape. If a homeless person gets sick, sue the company for $1 billion.
I was going to say, if they could, they probably would, but if you would need a whole other program.
He said we threw away. We threw away eggs, croissants. We threw away a bunch of hash browns.
You were like, man.
I said, my man, it was only 20 after 11. I said, damn, bro, can I go around a dumpster and get a little something?
Had to go. If you got the heart.
Man, but anyway.
Let's keep it moving.
Yeah, moving on. Well, what's popping? Well, let's talk about a few things. First of all, let's talk about Robert Kraft.
Oh, boy.
Robert Kraft, as we all know, if you open up your pantry and your kitchen, half the stuff in there belongs to him.
Well, now.
This man's got your which my favorite, he's got ranch dressing. He's got I don't eat that crap. He's got his macaroni and cheese. He's poisoned the kids with that crap. But it's horrible. It's horrible. But Kraft's got everything. He's got everything. He also owns Nabisco, which is one of my people, because I'm a big Nabisco graham cracker. I eat graham crackers, and Nabisco is owned by Kraft. So anyway, Kraft got caught. He got caught with it. His dick was in his watch pocket, so to speak.
Boy.
If you reach in your watch pocket is usually on your pants. Some people call it a secret pocket on jeans, a little pocket on top of your regular pocket. And when you wear a vest.
Oh, that's what that's for?
Yeah, it's for your watch, your pocket watch. It goes in a little pocket right there on top of your regular pocket. That's your watch pocket. Also, when you wear a vest, they call the pockets on the vest watch pocket. Well, but Robert Kraft got caught with his dick in his watch pocket.
Okay.
So.
Alrighty now.
Anyway, he right now he was fighting it. His people was fighting for the video not to come out. But the strange thing about the video, here's the deal: the place where I got Donald in my mind. The place where Robert Kraft was busted at. They said they had to shake down the place because of some type of gas leak or something.
Is that what they said?
It was some type of gas leak or some type of.
They came up with some fabricated reason.
It was a gas. They said it was a gas leak.
Yeah.
They said it was some type of a gas leak in that shopping center, and they had to go in there. They had to send the company in there to. They had to send the company in there to check out the leak in there. But when all the people, when all the masseuses and everybody evacuated the police went in there and put up cameras and everything. And then they said everything was all clear. So they told the police.
It was Operation Sting.
It was a sting. In order to get everybody out of there, they said it was a gas leak or something in there. Now I may be wrong, but I know there was something to have them.
They came up with some story.
Some story to have them evacuate.
I gotcha.
Now. The whole time, Robert Kraft's people, and he's got money as long as Lake Pontchartrain. If you've been to New Orleans, you'll know where Lake Pontchartrain is. He's got money as long as Lake Pontchartrain to stop it, but it's not going to work because in the next couple of weeks, you're going to see the video. They're going to black it out, but they're going to show video of him giving them money and the masseuse giving him a happy ending. At the end of his massage.
Yeah.
So that's coming down the pike. So be on the lookout for that. Not that you want to look out for that little 3 inches of white steel between his legs, but But anyway, that's coming down. That's coming down.
He's just so embarrassed, I guess.
Another thing that I want to issue on here is the fact that Donald Trump and his master's mind and all his people behind him they're going to now we just did a story how a lot of people don't want to go to the White House. But Donald Trump, with his mastermind, show you how he does things times 10 to make up for the negative 4. He's going to give Tiger Woods a medal.
Oh, my God.
Called the Medal of Freedom, which is the highest medal you can give to a civilian because of his comeback winning the Nationals on Sunday. Donald Trump is doing that, in my opinion, because he has a bunch of golf courses. He knows that Tiger Woods was the one that brought golf back on the map. So therefore, why would you not honor the number one guy who's making black people and everybody else go golf? A lot of these country clubs got to open up their doors to black people and to everybody else nowadays if you want to pay the bills. Okay, so look out for the next couple of weeks for Donald Trump to be at the White House. He's going to go get that. I don't blame him. Somebody can give me a Medal of Freedom. Hopefully it came with a check. I'd go get that award my damn self. So Tiger Woods is going to be awarded the Medal of Freedom in order to, which is the same award that Barack gave to Biden and a few other people. I think he gave it to Tom Hanks, a couple other people. And it's rightly so, but Trump has an ulterior motive behind it. But rightly so with Tiger, because Tiger Woods at one time was golfing and dropped down on his knees because his back was hurting. Rumor has it that his wife, when she chased him out of the house and they were chasing each other in the 2 Escalades, and she hit him with the golf club, and severed one of his little discs in his back and hit him right there where it messed up his whole golf swing. But with modern medicine, they was able to put him back in perspective and everything. Wow. And for him to win the Masters Sunday was very, very good. I mean, I watched it myself.
Very emotional.
It was very, very emotional because, and plus he was caught on a DUI. Remember, he was in California on DUI, so he was in Florida at the time, and they gave him a drug test. He had all kinds of pills in him and everything, because his wife moved to Europe and took the children with her.
Right. He was medicated.
And he was messing with the girl, the skier.
Yeah, they said he wasn't drinking. He was on medication.
He was messing with the skier.
But she probably left because.
And then all these other chicks and everything. So he was out there. He was doing all kinds. He was jacking his pud, doing all kind of shit, Yeah. During his time of doing torment. You know what I'm saying? So,
okay, whatever that means. Okay. But he's prevailed.
But he prevailed. I mean, winning the Masters is major. And the beautiful thing about it, and I'll close on this, is that when you in life, and if you look at life, I mean, I think I have risen to a certain pinnacle of life where I can look back at age groups and different decades of people behind me. People like Tiger Woods and Whitney Houston, I use them too as a firm example. These are people that were so exceptional in their craft that so many people learned from them. Tiger Woods won the Masters Sunday. He beat a bunch of people that learned how to play golf from him, and they were following him. And when I looked at the Masters and I saw that serious look on his face, he wasn't smiling. From the 13th hole to the 18th hole, Tiger was not smiling. He on a Sunday red shirt like he always does, and he was not smiling.
Was that good or bad? He was concentrating.
He was concentrating. He was focused. He had his regular Tiger Woods look on him, and everybody around him, and the other guys were messing up. A couple guys hit the same ball he hit, and they went in the water. There was, I think, the 13th hole, they shot it, and it wasn't a drink. Bloop. Other guy, bloop. And Tigers went over almost near the hole. So he got 3 shots ahead of everybody. And once he was 3 shots ahead of everybody, he said it's on. He positioned himself so well. When he got to the 18th hole, he had 5 chances to get in the hole. And he hit on the 5th because he went 1, 2, 3. And the 4th, he missed it. And the last one, he was right next to it. And he just tapped it in and won. But he saw behind him, and it's so interesting on your job. Anybody who works for a living on a job where it's retail or whatever, you look at the while, when you've been there for a while, you see who you train. You know what I mean? And you see how cocky they can be. After you taught them, you say, see that joke over there? I taught them. You know what I mean? And he acting like he the shit. And everything he knows, he learned from me. And that's how these different golfers were. And Tiger prevailed, and Donald Trump's going to give him a Medal of Freedom award, so look for it over the next couple of weeks, and which is good, just as good. But he's going to, because he got golf courses, and he wants to keep them going. And he knows Tiger Woods is the main dude.
Well, just as long as y'all president stay on script, don't say nothing stupid.
Yeah.
He can't help himself.
Yeah, right.
If he opens his mouth,
But I'd give a big
comment.
applause for Tiger Woods. Winning the Masters.
Yeah, and his son was there too.
His son was there, his daughter was there, and it's
his
just,
daughter
you know.
shy,
It's been, 8 years since he won the last Masters?
No, more than 8 years. Last time he won was like 2008.
Oh, 2008. I was
Okay.
thinking it was 8 years.
No, 2008.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
9, 10, about 10.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
11, yeah.
Yeah.
In fact, his daughter was born in 2007. His daughter was 1 year old when he won, and his son wasn't even born.
Wow.
He's born 2009. So the two people there weren't even born when he won last. But that was his fifth time winning the Masters. He won the Masters 5 times.
Bittersweet. His mother was there too. That was really nice.
Yeah, his mother was there. But his wife, she's in Ireland,
I saw it
I
on
think.
the news. She's so cute, his mom.
Yeah.
He favors her so much.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, in the face. Yep.
All
And then
right.
they showed him how he hugged his father and then hugged his son.
Oh,
The last time
time
he won,
passed,
his
yeah.
father died at the last one, you know.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, very, very emotional.
Well, thank you, Papa. That's what's Papa.
Good. Yeah. It's
Good
fun.
job, Papa DD.
Oh, you don't think I can do it yet?
I said good job.
Here ain't lighten it up a little
Give
bit.
me a raise.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. How about raise your glass?
Raise your hand.
Raise your hand if you're sure. Okay, we're going to get into the weird news. As Ketel said, we're going to lighten it up. Let's see. Oh, okay. Let me tell you about this situation in Florida. This man who has plenty of money, he spent $8 million buying an island earlier in the month, is now being accused of stealing $300 of stuff from Kmart.
He's just a
Like,
klepto.
what?
He's a klepto.
You just bought an $8 million island. Why are you stealing in Kmart?
They earn no more money.
Maybe not.
They dried up.
Well, this is what had happened.
Okay.
Officers for the Key West Police Department arrested 59-year-old Andrew Lippy on last Saturday on a felony charge of grand theft of $300 to under $5,000. Authorities said between March 30th and April 5th, Lippy stole $300.59 worth of goods from his local Kmart, which included a Keurig coffee maker, a Hamilton Beach coffee maker, 8 light bulbs, a bed skirt. I don't know what's happening.
Trying to furnish something.
I don't know why you need 2 coffee makers. Anyway, police say that Lippy bought the items but then allegedly returned the original boxes with other things in the boxes. For instance, one box that supposedly held the $165 Keurig coffee maker had a basketball inside of it, while a used coffee maker replaced the new Hamilton Beach model in the other box. Lippy denied stealing the items and said that the police said that when they asked Lippy about the Keurig coffee machine being replaced by a basketball, he said the clerk should have realized it was no coffee machine by the weight of the box. So now you're going to blame the clerk and say you should have known that. The arresting officer said that he asked Lippy about the light bulbs, and he said he returned the light bulbs because he paid too much for them, and he has no idea how they got switched.
Light bulbs.
He doesn't know. So he got released on bond, and the arrest happened a week after he purchased an island off of Key West for $8 million. He said, I think I'll be living there on the island for a while.
Yeah. As we should have done in the first place.
Strange.
Sound like a klepto.
Yeah, that's why it's the weird news.
Whew. Oh, okay. I got this. Now this is very unusual, and I've never heard this type of bee either. Doctors discover 4 bees in a woman's left eye, living off her tears. Wow. It sounds unbelievable, yep, but doctors in Taiwan have removed 4 bees embedded in a woman's left eye. The 29-year-old patient went to Fuying University Hospital last month because of severe pain in that eye. Doctors discovered the tiny bees feeding off the moisture in her tear ducts. Wow. Okay. Under the microscope, I slowly pulled them out one after another. This is the doctor saying. The patient, who was only identified as her last name was he, said the ordeal began when she was plucking weeds around a gravestone. She said she rinsed what she thought was sand in her eyes, but the left eye was heavily swollen by the time she got home. So the bees that hung removed were alive.
They were still alive?
They were alive. They're called sweat bees because they feed on sweat and tears from humans and animals.
Oh.
And they rarely sting. So she said, the doctor said that she did a good thing because she had her contact lenses on. Because you don't rub your eyes if you have your contact lenses on. But if she would have rubbed her eyes, they have some type of venom would have come out and might have, poisoned her.
Gee.
That's what I said. So,
that's weird.
That is truly weird. Yeah.
So they removed live bees
from
her eyes.
One by one. 4 of them.
That is crazy.
I'm surprised they didn't sting her. They must don't have a regular stinger or something on them.
They must not look like a regular, like a honeybee or a bumblebee or something.
I would have to look those up because if they live off of certain things like the sweats and the tears, they can't have stingers because the stingers, one has bees, they sting the honey to get it, right? Right, Papa?
I don't know.
Yeah.
Yeah, so.
I mean, I know the bees do their pollination thing.
Right.
Extract nectar, and these live.
But that's what I said. They
sweat,
have the little needle on their nose or whatever to get it.
Oh, to extract the nectar.
Right.
And extract sweat and tears.
Right. So I'm assuming they wouldn't have any those.
I don't know. That's a good question.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Okay.
That's all the weird news, like you said.
There you go. Okay, Papa, what's your weird news?
I got here that a dentist vows to put a racy Easter display back up.
Really?
This happened in Clinton, New Jersey.
Mm-hmm.
This is reported by the Associated Press. A New Jersey dentist who created a racy Easter display is vowing to put it back up after a female neighbor using garden shears to damage it. The display at the dentist's office in Clinton, New Jersey featured 5 mannequins dressed in lingerie, fishnet stockings, and colorful wigs, all holding Easter baskets and surrounded by Easter eggs.
Are you serious?
It drawed mixed reviews from neighbors as well as passerbyers who stopped to take photos.
What?
A television news crew had filmed the decorations around 1 p.m. Tuesday when a woman who lived in a home across the street from the dentist's office and identified as Desiree Mozart took it down.
Oh, she took it down.
Yeah.
On herself, she took it down.
I think I did something. She said, I think I did something right, she said. That's disgusting already.
Oh,
the owner of the display, who was Wayne Gotti,
of the Gotti mob,
called it spoof. He called the ideal came to him when he saw giant Easter eggs while walking around a Party City store.
He couldn't have.
And he came up with
He
that.
added that he liked Playboy bunnies.
Okay.
He liked Playboy bunnies when he was a child.
You're making this up, Papa.
And thought the display would be funny.
You're making this up.
No, not at all.
That's really what he did. And this guy's you said he's a dentist?
Oh, God.
Yeah. Tom Mozart, who answered the door at the home where the woman lives, told The Record, which is a newspaper, she is not his wife, and her name is Desiree Stepstone.
He said, that woman is not my wife.
He said... He did not elaborate on his relationship with the woman, but said that she and her son live at the home with him. I told her, don't do it.
Okay.
Okay.
It's a strange
She has to take responsibility for it. She has to take responsibility for it. He said, adding that she wasn't able to speak to the reporters. All right?
She's not able?
He must have jacked
So
her up.
Gotti said that he is in the process of filing a restraining order against the woman.
What?
He thinks she appears to have been seeking attention rather than justice due to immoral outrage. Clinton police are investigating the incident, but it wasn't clear Wednesday if the woman will face any charges. Gotti estimates the damage to his display at $500 to $1,000.
My take on it. He lived in the home with them. He wasn't getting no attention. He said, "Let me give you some, you know."
Yeah,
well,
she gave her.
the one who put the display.
But she gave her
got
name as his last name. He said, "That's not my wife, and that's not her last name." He said her last name.
Let me be clear about this.
But they live
about
together.
this. Yeah, her
But
name is not.
Now she lives with this other man, not the man who had the mannequin.
Right,
stuff,
man across the street. But
Oh,
she gave
okay.
the man she lives with. She gave his last name.
Oh.
Her first name and his last
He
name.
said, "Let me clear
He
this
said,
up for
first
the
of
record."
all, her last name is not Mozak.
Okay, now.
Okay,
Oh.
her name is
Ooh,
Desire
Lordy.
Stepstone.
Mm.
That's fun.
He said, "This heifer trying to use my last name, and no, she is none of mine. She and her son live here. That's all I can tell you."
Maybe trying to get some signals.
I don't know. That sounds like get out.
As long as it's not us.
I know that's right. All right, well, I'm going to go into I'm Just Saying.
Come on.
I want to talk about, my topic tonight is stop calling my phone. I don't know if anybody else is suffering through these random robocalls and all these calls that hit your phone, but that's what I'm talking about tonight. Stop calling my mother freaking phone. I can't even count. Some days I'll get maybe, 8, 9 calls from numbers that look like my number. It'll have the same area code, the same, exchange, the same 3 numbers. Prefix. Same area code, same prefix, but then a different thing on the back end. And they just keep calling. And if you ever bother to pick them up and see, it's either a recording or it's somebody trying to sell you health insurance or some other refinance something, help you with your student loans. Everybody got a racket. And I'm just saying, stop calling my freaking phone. If I want your service, I will contact you. That's what Google is for. If I need refinancing or if I need health insurance or if I need to buy this or do that, I can Google it and find you. Stop calling my daggone phone. So, and what's interesting is that these people now have a way to mask their number that they're calling from, which is why it looks like it's close to your number. So when you see it, the object is to make you think, oh, that must be somebody you may know or someone who's near you because they want you to pick it up. But if you call the number back, it'll be a regular number for somebody who has no idea what you're talking about because the call didn't actually come from that number. That was the fake mask that they put on the number. They're calling from Lord knows where. And they don't tell you what company they're necessarily with. So if I wanted to call Better Business and complain, I can't even tell them who's calling me. All I know is these bastards keep ringing my freaking phone all day and all evening, and I am so tired of it. So that's what I'm saying tonight. Stop calling my phone. I don't know what I can do about it. I had tried blocking the numbers, but like I said, you're blocking a number that they didn't call you from anyway, which is why they can continue to keep on calling you from other numbers that look like your number because that ain't where they called you from. They're probably calling you from their house or an 800 number or whatever, but it just looks like that number. So I just feel like at this point you're at their mercy. So I don't know what else we can do. I really want to complain to the consumer protection agencies, but I don't know who to tell them is calling because you never get if they leave you a voicemail, if you play it back and listen, they never say, we're from the ABC company. They just say, oh, this is an important call. we want to help you with your this and that, or we want to give you better rates on blah, blah, blah. Call us back at this number. And then if you call back on the number, you still can't find out who are you. You probably are going to get a recording. And once they get you on the phone, they'll never let you go. So I'm just, right now, I guess all I'm saying tonight is I'm venting. I am tired of seeing that number, those random numbers pop up on my phone. Blocking doesn't help. You can't complain because you can't pinpoint who the heck they are. So that's all I'm saying tonight. Stop calling my beeping phone. You're getting on my nerves. Leave me alone. Go away. Get out. I'm just saying. Stop calling me. That's all I'm saying tonight. I would just that's what I would do. And half the time it's a recording. You can't even get the satisfaction of cussing them out or acting a fool because you're talking to a freaking machine.
That's true. Yeah, you're right.
All right, I'm going to shake it off.
Okay.
And making my face hot. Stuff makes me angry. Anyway, Poppa DD.
We're going to put them on the kiss it list.
Yeah, definitely put them on the kiss it list. All you people that keep calling my phone, you on the kiss it list, and you know who you are. Phone ringing bastards. Oh, excuse me. Poppa DD, over to you. Living for the city.
All right, what I want to talk about is it's amazing where racism rears its ugly head. In the Major Baseball League, there was a guy named Tim Anderson who was a shortstop for the Chicago White Sox. Chicago got two teams, Chicago White Sox, two baseball teams, Chicago White Sox and Chicago Cubs. Now this brother led off the game. First pitch, first bat, cracked a home run. His name was Tim Anderson. Now he took his bat, flung it back to the thing. Now everybody's pissed off because, the sad part about it is that the biggest thing, like now the umpire, home plate umpire, is an older dude who's racist as shit, okay? He's looking at, it's amazing how when black people do stuff, the first thing they look at is us being a hot dog or being a show-off. Now, Bryce Harper, who played for the Washington Nationals, now plays for the Philadelphia Phillies, would flip his bat all the time, and people would applaud that. But when Anderson did it, a black guy for the Chicago White Sox, the umpire was pissed off that he did it, and he was running around the bases talking stuff. They claimed he was cursing or whatever. So next time he came with the bat, the same pitcher he hit the home run off of hit him in the back with the pitch. And then at the end of all the scuffle, everything, the umpire threw Anderson out of the game. Not because of what happened during that particular scene, but because of what he did when he hit the home run in the beginning. Now, the reason why black participation is down in baseball, not only through the actual players, but the actual black people watching the game, because for one, when they build baseball fields, not only do they take away blacks out of that neighborhood, but they don't put a baseball field in the heart of a black neighborhood anymore. And most of your baseball fields was in the heart of a black neighborhood because that's where the space was. But now, and who the hell wanted to go out to the suburbs to represent the city? When you're representing the city, you're representing Philadelphia. You're not representing goddamn in Levittown, 45 minutes away from Philadelphia. And you're representing D.C., you're representing D.C. You're not representing D.C. and fucking Landover, Maryland, like the dumbass. I won't say. I know there's some Washington Redskins and present company, but you know what I mean. I just think that in the case of Washington D.C., the space over at RFK Stadium area, over there off of Benning Road, is significant enough for not only all the crap that they built over by the National Stadium. Have you seen that in Southeast? Oh my God. That whole area is like vavoom. And I think, in my opinion, that all those acres that RFK Stadium sits on, not to mention all the land that leads up to Benning Road, all the entry points from Benning Road and every other place all the public transportation that leads there, that the Washington Redskins could be so nestled there. But there again, they figure there's a lot of Negroes. The whole Benning Road thing is Negro Central. But what is the difference between a Negro and poor white trash? Is there any difference at all? You know what I mean?
That's it.
I mean, what's the difference between a burnt hamburger and a burnt hot dog? Is there any difference? They both are burnt pieces of meat.
They both taste good.
So you can't. I'm just saying you can't judge what you think is whatever. I mean, it's just amazing how they refuse to. The Redskins rather bash on the whole Landover, Maryland thing. And the news gets on and says, "Oh, we're Washington Redskins. Here's a picture of what is it called? FedEx Field." Mm-hmm. And then they got a little sign on the bottom of it, Landover, Maryland. And I'm like, you know what I mean?
Well, that's better than Ralph Jones.
But then during the commercials, they show different pictures of monuments in D.C. They show the monument and Martin Luther King and the White House, and they ain't nowhere near that. They're off for 202. I mean, it's just, anyway, but like I said, getting back to Mr. Anderson and the racist ass, I won't even say his name, the racist ass umpire in that game that night who got it in for black people so tough that he kicked Anderson out of the game, and Anderson said, I'm not going to stop being me. You know, when your boy that's now, who's making $300 million with the Phillies, who played with the Nationals, every time he hits a home run, he flicks his bat back. And when the brother did it, now you want to hit him in the back like he. But I just want to close on this. The coach or the manager, they call it manager in baseball, the manager of the Chicago White Sox, who's a Spanish man, he said if you want the brother to stop celebrating, then strike his ass out. Okay? You want him to stop celebrating, flicking the ball after he hits a home run, then strike his ass out. If you can't strike his ass out and he whacks a home run on your ass, stop bitching. Bob and Mike, stop bitching every night. Bob and Mike, stop bitching every night. Okay? Mm-hmm. I'm just saying. Okay. If you're a pitcher and you try somebody celebrating on your behalf, what are you going to do? Strike his ass out.
Give him something to celebrate.
Strike him out. You didn't strike him out. The first pitch of the game, he knocked your ball up in the damn stands. You need to get your shit together. Yeah, he's a show-off. He's a hot dog. No, he's not a show-off, a hot dog. He knocked your fucking ball in the goddamn stands. Strike his ass out next time.
But on that same note, we were just looking at something on TV, and the two commentators, one was black and one was white. Mm-hmm. The black guy, he cited for the ball player, but the white guy was like, yeah, he's just showing off. Like
exactly. Well, that's been so traditional. You know, the beautiful thing about all that, I got to honor him in all lights. They put this man down and called him a hot dog forever, but they honor him now years later, and that's Deion Sanders.
Oh, okay.
Deion Sanders was the biggest hot dog that ever rolled through the game, but that man was good.
That's how he made his money.
He was good. He was an interception grabber. When he was on defense, he was grabbing interception. When he was on offense, he was scoring touchdowns. And he played baseball at the same time.
To me, he was an entertainer.
Yes, he was. Jerry curl wearing, whole nine, doing his thing.
But he was an entertainer.
Mm-hmm.
And look, and a money grabber.
Yeah, he went through 4 wives and 6 illegitimate children.
Well, he got plenty of those teams to give him money.
Yeah, of course. And Deion Sanders is the number one guy that says, look, hey.
But who does that? Go from Cowboys, go to Redskins. Come on now. Who does that? That's what I'm saying. So, I commend him. All right. We're going to get straight to the Hollywood wrap-up. Y'all ready?
Yeah, we're ready. Thank you, Papa.
That was good. Buckle up,
things they do.
I know. Buckle up, Buttercup. Adam Levine. Everybody knows Adam Levine from Maroon 5 and The Voice. He's a coach on The Voice.
Uh-oh.
Him and his wife, they're selling their home, where she's one of the top models. She remains one of the most successful models in the world. Excuse-moi.
Really?
Miss Bahati Prenslow.
Really? You got pictures?
Okay, I'm not going in that. They get ready to sell their home, their $1 million mansion for $47.5 million. This home was originally Ben and Jennifer Garner, Ben Affleck and Jennifer Garner's home.
Wow.
They had purchased the home from them for $24 million. Damn. They're gonna make a pretty good profit. Yep. So it has 10,000 square feet. It includes 5 bedrooms, 12 bathrooms. Who needs 12 bathrooms? I don't understand it. Okay. This property is one of the most spectacular homes in Beverly Hills. The perfect blend of old Hollywood, completely updated and remodeled. It has a chef's kitchen, screening room, gym, guest room, and so on. Got an outdoor kitchen, pizza oven, swimmer's pool, tennis court, putting green. So you don't have to go anywhere, right?
No. No, you don't.
Right. So if y'all got about $48 million lying around, go for it. They probably gonna do like what's his name, the ball player, Michael Jordan. It took him a long time to sell his home. I'm not even sure if he sold it. Not yet. Anyway, he got plenty of money. Kodak Black, a well-known rapper, he's just as crazy. Arrested for possession of marijuana, a Glock 9. He was crossing the border from Canada to U.S. He thought he was trying to get back in the U.S. He's currently behind bars after getting busted while traveling into the U.S. to try and make a scheduled show in Boston. He's jailed in Niagara County, Niagara Falls County, and still in custody, a $20,000/$40,000 cash bond on charges of criminal possession of a weapon and unlawful possession of marijuana. He was driving a Cadillac Escalade with 2 other men. Of course, they said they didn't know how the gun got in there. They they said neither one of them knew anything about the gun, so they just arrested all of them. Also, a Porsche was also traveling with the Escalade and was found to have 2 loaded handguns and a third in the trunk, along with more marijuana.
What were they thinking?
So his record is called "Wake Up in the Sky." Yeah, he woke up in the sky, all right. And he was to appear in Boston, like I said, at the House of Blues. So they did say the crowd became so unruly that the Boston Police Department actually put out a notice to avoid the area due to the crowd getting, quote unquote, out of control. Can't do it. House of Blues, you know they're gonna pay at least $100 a pop, at least. You know that. So them folks, they were mad.
He's locked up. Yeah.
And they put on Facebook and Twitter, you know.
If he's in Niagara County, it means that they got busted in Montreal. That's the Montreal entry area there.
It's several entry areas, but yeah. Anyway, all right. Queen Bee has done it again. Beyonce, she has a new a documentary out on Netflix, and it dropped yesterday. It's 2 hours and 17 minutes. It shows the behind-the-scenes documentary about Queen Bee's fascinating her her show and everything, and it salutes black colleges also. You know, a boy had to be there. Jay-Z, he was there. Also, Destiny's Child was there. This documentary is a collaboration of 2 of the Coachellos. They pieced it together, so. But they showed it at the latest Coachella. They showed it then, but you can check it out on Netflix, so it's available. And the 2 dancing twins, what are their names again, Redwine?
Les Twins.
Les Twins. They were off the chain. You're not familiar with Les Twins, Papa?
They're French dancers
that
were on World of Dance.
Yes, and you talking about somebody.
They won World of Dance last year.
They sure did. Yeah.
Those brothers dance. They're twin black guys that are French.
Yeah.
My people.
Your people.
And they do like hip hop dancing, and they are so good.
Yeah, they on point. Last but not least, Wendy Williams and her hubby, Kevin Hunter, they're officially not together anymore, but he is officially off her show as executive producer. He's been on this since 2008. She's been on there that long? Wow. Also said Williams, she beefed up her security around the show because of his allegedly abusive behavior. So, yep.
Wow.
She should have probably left a long time ago. But,
yeah. So she just came. Is she coming out of that rehab house yet?
I'm not sure if she's going back and forth.
Cocaine.
Yeah, but she might be still going back and forth. I know she's back on the show now, but she might be still, going.
Yeah, I thought I heard she was wrapping that up or something, but
yeah.
Anyway, all right, well, good report. Yep. Now I feel like I know what's going on.
Oh, in the wheels.
Oh, I mean everything.
Oh, okay.
I can't get over Kodak Black. What in the heck were they thinking?
I know. What? Yeah.
They're going to ride right through the border like that. And then you're not even driving a little Hyundai or maybe a...
They're just flashy. Ford Escalade and a Porsche.
Oh,
come on. Just
really?
stupid.
You're going to do that? How about getting a minivan? How about getting a Dodge Caravan?
See what I'm saying? So they're going to
just open up the sunroof and
they
stand
could
up
have got a Dodge Caravan with some babies.
We got guns.
They could have got a Dodge Caravan with some babies, couple car seats.
Yep.
Nah, they got to come over.
Because they're going to ask you, why are you coming back over? They ask you questions.
And then you have to declare whatever you're bringing over the border.
Yeah.
That's what I said. They might as well have just stood up the sunroof, out the sunroof.
You know they were
said,
doing a little...
We got weed, we got drugs,
we
got
smell.
guns.
You know they're doing a little smoke in the car.
Weed smells too.
Well,
even when you don't light it up, it still smells.
That's so stupid.
Like smoke.
Oh my God.
I mean, really, it's so stupid.
Okay. Well, we got this cocktail of the week called the Beggar's Banquet.
Oh, Beggar's Banquet.
Okay.
Do tell.
Beer cocktails are really easy to make. They maintain their effervescence when they are gently stirred rather than vigorously shaken.
Gently.
Beer has become very sophisticated and is the perfect base for a cocktail. And why not? So, this is 2 ounces of bourbon. Okay, Papa. On your lines, 3/4 ounces of maple syrup. And he don't put that in there. 1/2 ounce of fresh lemon juice. 5 ounces of lager, chilled, garnished with orange wheel, and this is in a double. The glass is double rocks. So add the bourbon, maple syrup, and lemon juice to a rock glass and stir. And add ice, top with lager, and stir gently. Garnish with the orange wheel.
Lager.
Sounds good to me.
Sounds good.
All right. Well, thank you. That's the Beggar's Banquet. We'll put it up on the website.
On that lager.
Okay. Can you tell the people what the Kiss It list is, Papa?
All right. The moose head.
Yeah, the moose head.
Kiss It list is the list that we compile of everybody to show their butt hiney over the last couple of weeks, and so they can get away with it. Like your boy, what's his name? Came in from Montreal trying to get back into
Kodak Black.
Kodak Black.
And we're supposed to do a show.
Damn, bruh. Now you done lost the gun and the marijuana.
Yeah. And the show.
What a waste.
Yeah, really.
That boy lost about $10,000.
His manager probably pissed at him.
He lost about $20,000.
Yeah, he probably smacked him upside his head a couple times.
But he's on the first. He's the first one there on the kitchen list.
Yeah, Kodak Black.
Kodak Black.
Kodak Dumb.
And I have let's see what else.
I've got Attorney General Barr.
Okay.
Put him on the Kiss It list just for being a sucker to Trump.
Okay.
You're a sucker.
Start off with a clean record. Now he's all tarred and feathered.
Yeah. I got Andrew Lippy.
Yes, the guy who bought the island for $8 million and then stole $300 from Kmart.
And Robert Kraft, of course, got to put him on there.
Yep.
Roger Goodell, just because.
Yeah, just because. I've got the robocallers, all of them.
Yeah.
The entire Mueller report.
Okay. Which is a bunch of
Yeah. Sarah Sanders.
And she gone?
Oh, she's still around.
Is she? Oh, Sarah Sanders.
Yeah, Sarah Sanders Huckabee, whatever her name is. Sarah Huckabee Sanders.
Yeah.
And Kellyanne Conway.
That's what I'm thinking about.
That racist umpire you were talking about.
Yeah.
Put him on the list. Also, I've got a couple of guards up in Cincinnati at a jail. Their names are Faye and Dalton, who laughed when a white supremacist stabbed several black inmates that were cuffed to a table. Instead of offering medical assistance, they sat back and laughed while these brothers were stabbed and bleeding and everything. So I'm putting them on the kiss it list.
Oh, that's right.
The only way they're going to win is to tie them up. They know if you uncuff them, they'll whoop your ass.
There you go. Anybody else?
The woman, Moke, well, she called herself Moke, the name of the guy, the one that messed up the mannequins. The guy that had the mannequins.
Oh, yeah, Desiree, what's her name, that went out there and messed up that man's mannequin Easter.
Him, too.
Yeah.
The nut, too.
Yeah,
all of them, that whole scene.
But them crazy.
The whole city.
That whole scene.
All right, well, we have a prize for all the people on this week's Kiss It list.
Kiss my entire ass. Kiss my Irish ass. You better kiss my Irish ass. This world can kiss my ass.
Kiss my ass.
You can just kiss my ass. Baby, you can just kiss my ass.
You can kiss my country ass. I said if you got a problem with any of that, you can kiss my natural born redneck to the bone, ever loving country ass. That's right.
All right, welcome back to the Pajama Party Winnie Hills Poppa DD. I'm here with Ketel
Hello.
and Redwine.
Bonsoir, darling.
Okay.
The last word, Papa.
My last word, first of all, is that I've reached another decade in my life. I am now the big 60, not to tell my age, but I will. Shit, I don't give a damn.
I told you.
I just turned
Happy birthday.
60 years old. How about that? And I'm not old and gray. I'm not all crazy and messed up. I don't see Alzheimer's in my near future, although my mom suffers at this point. I don't know what the destiny is for me, but right now everything is cool. My knees hurt a little bit when I wake up. My side hurts a little bit. You know, I got the ailments of everything, you know, whatever men go through, prostate, whatever, you know, whatever those are lit that's born with balls can understand the whole prostate thing. If you're not born with balls, you probably wouldn't understand the whole prostate thing. Anyway.
Okay. TMI. My last word is TMI.
Anyway.
I want to say happy birthday to Poppa DD. Talking like a Tyrannosaurus Rex. Happy birthday to Poppa DD and all the other folks who celebrated a birthday this month. I just want to say happy birthday to
Aries.
you.
Aries. We're in Aries until the 22nd.
Happy birthday to
Aries.
May I finish?
Aries.
Like the view. Can I finish? It's my turn to talk. Can I
Aries.
finish? See, I'm trying to talk and you won't.
Aries Ram.
Talking like that.
Boom. Fire sign. First sign of the zodiac. Boom.
I'm doing Blondie on the View. Can I talk? It was my turn to talk, and you just interrupted me.
Oh.
I'm trying to make my point, and you wouldn't let me make my point.
That Aries is the first
See,
sign
I'm
of the zodiac.
still trying to make my point, so I just won't say anything.
All right, well, don't say anything.
See, that's how they do on the View. Anyway, I want to say a special happy birthday to Grandman, and just thank everybody for hanging out with us this week. You know, I don't know what to say about all these fires and all these people acting crazy. You know, y'all need to just chill. That's all I can say. Everybody needs to just chill. Over to you, Cal.
They need to get some, I don't want to say it, but I'll leave it alone. They need to get some medication. That's what they need. But I hope not those opioids, because that is a big epidemic now. They were talking earlier about a doctor and some nurse practitioners. They going to jail because this guy, he administered almost 1 million opioids pills. And he was taking, he was a dentist too. He was taking out people's teeth that need to be taken out, but administering opioids. So y'all just beware. Caveat, what is it?
Caveat emptor.
Please beware. dentist, nurse practitioner, whoever. If they say opioids, you better run. So, yeah, so just be careful. That's a heavy narcotic. So.
All right. Well, thanks for hanging with us. You can check us out on apajamaparty.com. Don't forget the letter A in front of that, apajamaparty.com. We appreciate you hanging with us. Make sure you tell somebody, share the wealth. Tell somebody about the show. We appreciate it. Until next week, we're going to sign off, and we'll be back next Friday and do it all over again. Say goodnight, Papa.
Good night, everybody.
And say goodnight, Ketel.
Good night, everybody.
And bonsoir. Till next week. We're out.
Initiating shutdown sequence.
Is it all over, Rock?
I guess so.
I bid you farewell, arrivederci, sayonara, and all that sort of cheers.
Well, I say when you gotta go, you gotta go.
Well, good night.
Yabiko. Rana.
I regret to announce this is the end. I'm going now.
Good night, and good luck.
Was it as good for you as it was for me?
Now give me a kiss and say good night.
Good night.
Good night.
Thank you. Goodbye now. Goodbye. Goodbye. Thank you. Goodbye.
Thank you for attending our show, and good night.
Pajama Party, grown and sexy, join the party. Pajama Party Crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, grown and sexy, join the party. Pajama Party Crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, grown and sexy, join the party. Pajama Party Crew, keep it real for you. No clothes allowed. Pajama Party, grown and sexy, join the party. Pajama Party Crew, keep it